He said, I think he can work with and develop quarterbacks. I do continue to think he's a brilliant offensive mind. He has my every confidence. Brilliant offensive mind. So the acting owner of the Jets thinks Adam Gase has a brilliant offensive mind. To that I reply, what on earth could possibly have given you that impression? There is certainly no evidence that it's true. What there is, in fact, is overwhelming evidence that the exact opposite is true. Consider that in no season that Peyton Manning was not his quarterback did any of Gase's teams ever finish in the top half of the league in scoring. The last 3 seasons, in fact, they finished 28th, 26th, and 31st. That's in a 32-team league. In 17 games under Gase, the Jets have scored 33 touchdowns, and they've punted 93 times. They have scored on 24% of their possessions. That's the worst in the league. They've gone 3 and out on 44%. That's the worst in the league. Their average drive has gained 23 yards. All of those are the worst in the NFL. But wait, there's more. When the Jets acquired Le'Veon Bell, he had averaged more total yards per game than any player in history ever. Under the brilliant offensive mind, Bell is 27th in the league in yards per game. And there's one more, just so you know this is not just my fandom talking. Under Gase in Miami, Ryan Tannehill was so bad, the Dolphins traded him for mid-round draft picks, and they chipped in $5 million just to get rid of him. Then in his first year in Tennessee, away from Gase, Tannehill had the 4th highest passer rating in history and led the Titans to the AFC title game. Those are all facts. They happened. And they beg one big question, Christopher Johnson. If the coach has a brilliant offensive mind, what in the world is he doing with it? That's what I think, and I'm trying to keep myself controlled because D. Wood is, you were completely laughing as I was trying to talk. Your thoughts, Damien Woody?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well,
I'm trying not to go berserk here, but Greenie, I haven't seen one damn bit of progress from the Jets since Adam Gase has been with this organization.
Preach.
I mean, he's been talking about this offensive mind, this offensive brilliance. Where is it? You basically turned Le'Veon Bell into a scrub. Le'Veon Bell, a guy who was from yards from scrimmage, was the best in NFL history. Now he's relegated to scrub status. Do you know how awful you have to be to not even know how to even use a weapon like that? Then you're quarterback from USC, okay? A guy like, when we watched him his rookie year, you're like, damn, this dude got game. This dude, I can see this dude being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And ever since Gase has been the head coach, he's gotten worse. Worse. Name one aspect of the Jets offense that you can see that can go out there and compete with anybody. Anybody. I watched the Jets from Bristol Sunday along with all the other games. They were clearly the worst team in the league. They were an embarrassment to the Buffalo Bills. It looked like varsity versus JV. It was awful, disgusting, nauseous. I'm done.
Okay. No, you said it well. Who else do I have here? I've lost track of what's going on. Lewis and Schefter. Beautiful. Schefter, can you bring any decorum to the proceeding?
Yeah, I can, absolutely. You're talking about a team that went 6-2 last year. 6-2 in the second half of the season. They lost one game. They got blown out. They fell behind early. It's one game. Let's calm down before we're basically hanging Adam Gase. This guy, again, I'm not telling you that he's proven he can be a Super Bowl winning head coach yet so far, but it takes time. Joe Douglas, the GM, traded away the star player. Joe Douglas had time to build one draft class together so far, one free agent class. Let's not rush to throw the guy off the bus just yet. I know that they were bad in week 1. No doubt about it. If they're bad in week 2 and 3 like that, yes, bring back all the comments, fire everybody. It's 1 week for a team that went 6-2 down the stretch last year. I mean, 1 week. Come on. Are we doing that to Doug Peterson in Philadelphia? Are we doing that to Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco? Are we doing it to Frank Reich in Indianapolis? Teams lose in opening weeks with no preseason.
Hold on, Schefter. All right, yeah. We're talking about coaches that's won a Super Bowl and gone to the Super Bowl. You don't get that type of grace period in my mind.
Okay, that's
You don't get that.
That's fine. 1 week. 1 week.
Lewis, your thoughts?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? There's a lot of opinions about this place. We got a lot of emotions running them real high on Get Up this morning, man. I'm up. I'm here for it. I think what people want to know is this, okay? If ownership comes out, and I don't care what organization it is, and you put that kind of backing behind your guy, and you put your name on that guy, and you put your stamp of approval on that guy, and your trust in that guy, saying, I believe they're a brilliant offensive mind. I believe that what I'm seeing in my exposure to them maybe is not what you're seeing. Well, people who aren't seeing what you're seeing are going to say, okay, all right, well, then we better start seeing it here very soon. And you know what? I'll give Adam this. Okay, it is 1 week, meaning Adam Schefter. It's 1 week. It's the first week. Let's see what happens in weeks 2 and 3. You're right. But I will say this. Okay, we just got done broadcasting Tennessee at Denver. One of the things that Mike Vrabel continuously talked about with his football team this past offseason, and even told us before we did that game, was it doesn't matter what we did last year. This is a what have you done for me lately league. What are you doing for me now league? And people like to talk about momentum from 1 year to the next year and how it should carry over and how, and especially in the early part of a season, people want to rely on how teams finished up. It really doesn't matter. And they better start showing some progress in New York. They better start showing some progress in terms of the development of Sam Darnold, the development of the offense overall, and their ability to stay close in football games and actually win them. Because if they don't, it doesn't matter what Christopher Johnson says. It doesn't matter what Peyton Manning said about Adam Gase. It doesn't matter about anything. They will replace him, and someone else will be in there. Because the fact of the matter is they're not relevant, and they're not getting the job done, and they have to change that around.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.